Hey everyone, I hope you're well. Welcome back to Beat of the Soul.
Welcome back.
So I have this core memory of my dad picking me up and taking the long drive back to his house. And he would play the most amazing music in the car, and we would have the most amazing conversations in the car. And one of the songs that I vividly remember him playing was Jill Scott Golden. And I absolutely loved that song as a kid, and I would still love it to this day. So that's how I first discovered Jill Scott. And you know, as you get older, you start to venture out into your own music taste. And you might go back to the songs that your parents put you onto and then look into that artist more, discover more of their songs. And that's what I did with Jill Scott. And I just love her music so much. She's definitely one of my favorite artists. And I've been wanting to see her live for a very long time. Before this show, she was supposed to do a show in 2020, I believe. Yeah, because that was the anniversary of her Who Is Jill Scott Words and Sounds Volume 1 album. And I got my dad and his partner tickets to see that. And I would have gone, but at that time, I was supposed to be going to Afro Nation. But because of COVID, none of that happened. Afro Nation didn't happen. The Jill Scott concert didn't happen. So when I saw the announcement for the 2023 show, I screamed. Like, how is this real? Is this real? Jill Scott's coming to London and I'm actually free. I can actually make this date. I just had to cop tickets. And I remember at that time, Jill Scott tickets were live. I think it was the same week. That was the same week that Cleo Soul's tickets were going live. I can't remember if it was the first Royal Albert Hall show or the second Royal Albert Hall show. I can't remember. But Eventim Apollo had like a kind of pre-sale going on. So I was able to find the link and get tickets to Jill Scott and then worry about Cleo Soul at another date. So I was so happy when I found that out and was able to cop tickets. And I was even giving some people the link on Twitter as well, because some people didn't know about that. So always do your research when it comes to concert tickets. I really want to do a separate video about tips on buying concert tickets, tips and tricks of what I've learned so far. So if you'd want to see that, let me know as well. But yeah, I was so happy when I was able to secure tickets and secure a good seat as well. I wanted to be at the front, and I was glad that it was a seated show as well, because I'm getting old. I can't take the standing anymore. Like, if I can sit, I will sit now, because standing live is getting too much. So I got to the venue just before 8 o'clock, and I feel like that was the perfect time. Getting to the venue at that time is late for me. Usually I like to go to a venue for when doors are going to open, so I can really catch the whole pre-show vibe. But I remember seeing on Twitter when people ask questions like, what time does the artist come out, or do they have a support act? So I remember looking at that and then seeing that she didn't have a support act. So I was like, I'm not really going to be in a rush to go over there. And I was coming from work as well, so I was just taking my time. But I feel like it was the perfect time for me to get there, because the queue, I didn't really have to queue. I just walked through the barriers and got in very easily, and I was still able to catch a lot of the pre-show vibe. So I got in, went to Fire This Whaler, got a drink, found my seat, loved the view that I had. And yeah, I was content, I was good. I really like Eventim Apollo. I think it's such a lovely venue. Definitely one of my favourite venues. And I think now, because what's going on with O2 Academy Brixton, that's all up in the air, I feel like Eventim Apollo is almost becoming like the new O2 Academy Brixton. I feel like a lot more shows are happening there now. So DJ Ace was the pre-show DJ, and I didn't even clock that it was him at first. And I thought his transitions could have been better, but I loved his song selections. And I liked how he wasn't one of those DJs that would just constantly talk over the track. Like, he would just play his music, talk here and there, very rarely. And that's what I like. Just shush and play the music. Or if you want to talk and add your commentary, do it. Don't do it over the song, do you know what I mean? He wasn't playing any R&B, soul or neo-soul music, and I cannot stand when there is no direct correlation between the genre of music being played before the show and the genre of the headline act. Like, it really, really irritates me. And I was just scrolling on Twitter to find out people's viewpoints of the DJ, you know, just doing a bit of social research. What's it called? Social listening, doing a bit of social listening. And as people revealed that it was DJ Ace DJing, that's when I heard him speak and I was like, oh my God, it's DJ Ace. And Ace was telling us as well, he's like, I've been told not to play R&B music. So I like how he made that clear because, whew, boy, I was pissed. I'm like, why isn't this DJ playing R&B, soul, neo soul? But at least he actually made that clear. And I saw some speculation on Twitter as to why it could be that he wasn't playing that kind of music. But I personally don't think playing the same genre pre-show takes away anything from the artist, the headline act. I don't think it takes away from it at all. But I could see how an artist may feel that way. But yeah, I feel like you want to get your audience in the mood and put them in that right kind of vibe. And then when the headline act comes on, it's just like a nice transition. But it doesn't take away because you playing music is going to be very different from experiencing that same genre live in the flesh with a whole band. And it's just going to be a completely different vibe. Ace was smart though, because I clocked how he would play songs that were famously sampled R&B or soul tunes. So for example, he played it Running by, I think they pronounce the Fireside. I believe that's how you pronounce it. You know, can't keep running away. Can't keep running away. You know that song? And when I hear that song, I always think of Falling by Maya as well. Falling, head over heels, I'm falling. In love with you, I'm falling. And I can't get up, don't wanna get up to do. I clocked how he would do stuff like that. I'm like, you know what, you're smart. Because you've been told you can't play any R&B and soul tunes. But you're going to be smart and figure out, right, how can I combat this and still make people feel like they're getting that kind of R&B, soul, neo-soul sound? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to play hip-hop songs that were famously sampled R&B or soul tunes. Very, very smart. He's playing stuff like Tribe, but he'd also play reggae tunes as well, and like other hip-hop songs and like other pop mainstream songs of that time. Yeah, it was very great song selection. When I saw the stage set up and saw all the instruments, I got so excited because I was like, yes, look at all these instruments on the stage. It's going to be a good one. So the opening song, I'm not sure what the name was, but it wasn't my favorite. But I will say I loved the ending of whatever that song was when they were all rocking out. That was such a vibe. That was insane. Like, I was just like, yeah, so rock on, rock on. I love the visuals during Jiltro. And I saw a pic of her, I think a few pictures actually, that I don't think I've seen of her before, so that was really nice. I adored the BV's movements during the chorus. And Jill's ad-libs, it was a nice touch where she was like... It's such a nice touch that's not on the studio version, and that is why live music is so incredible, because you never know what you're gonna get. Again, I love the BV's movements. They just have so much swag, so much sauce. I'm like, oh, I just want to be up on stage with you guys. I need you to teach me the moves. I just want to be doing a thing with y'all. Jill Scott is such a great poet, wordsmith, comedian, storyteller, and actress. And here you can see all of those skills at work. It was just brilliant. I think Exclusively is a masterpiece. Every time I listen to that song, it's like I haven't heard the story before. You know, like when you have that friend or just someone in your life who keeps on telling you like the same story over and over again, and you pretend like you've never heard it before, but they just tell it in such an entertaining way so you don't mind hearing it again and again. I feel like that's what it's like with Exclusively. Every time I hear it, I just have the maddest visuals in my head. Like I can really, it's like I'm there, or like I'm experiencing it myself. Like I can really vividly see what she's describing, and I feel like as an artist that is like an incredible skill set to have that effect on a consumer. So yeah, I think Jill Scott is just one of the reasons why I love her so much. And I love how she adapted exclusively to the English audience as well by saying that the orange juice was $10.99 and then saying inflation. Like, she's just so funny.
She smiled and she rung me up. Orange juice, £10.99. Inflation. She sniffed.
I like when artists make those little touches and adapt things to the audience's home country. I feel like, yeah, that's just lovely. It was too funny how instead of her saying sister girl, she said bitch. And it's funny because she was saying at the beginning of the show how she doesn't like being called a bitch. So it was just so ironic to me. And she also sped up the song at one point as well, which was a vibe. Again, a different situation to the studio version of the song. So it was like a nice touch. Amir's movement to this song was so beautiful. I just think dance is such a beautiful art form.
It's so hard for me to say this. I'm struggling to find right words.
The flute and piano intro was stunning.
It has been a great pleasure to me and for me to bring live musicianship to you. Thank you. These last 23 years. His name is Jamar Jones, but I calls him Clean Spirit.
As soon as Jill started singing, the crowd went wild and we started singing along, and she just looked taken aback at one point. And when that percussion came in, I lost it inside. Was everything so beautiful. All of the instrumentation was. I think He Loves Me is such a perfect song. I cannot fault it. And my absolute dream, now that I've seen He Loves Me live, I really want to see Jill perform it with an HBCU band, like majorette team. Oh, that would be a dream come true. If you know, you know. But the Southern University girlies, the way they moved to that song, the way the band plays, I just have to see her perform it live with an HBCU band and dance team one day. I'm just thinking about it. It would be a dream come true. So someone needs to make it happen, or hopefully one day I can make it happen. I also adored the BV's ad-libs with the word you. It was such a brilliant touch. Like, yeah, just I could literally have that on repeat. That's what I love about live music. I will keep on going on and on about it. Like, I can just imagine them in rehearsals coming up with the idea like, yeah, we need to sing you like this at this point. I think it would just be an extra addition to make the live version even better, and it doesn't exist on the studio version, so the audience is just gonna love it. And yeah, they are just such a brilliant trio of singers. I was just in awe of them.
Gracias por mi corazón, oh mi vida.
Anyone knows what this song is called, please let me know. But this was a brilliant song to witness more of Jill's range, and I'm grateful that I was able to witness that. She sounded incredible. I was just like, wow, that she could do a whole album of this style of music or perform with like a full-on orchestra. And the way this song was kind of structured into the whole set, it was kind of like a prelude to It's Love. And the instrumentation, along with Control's brilliant dancing and Jill's voice, was just incredible to witness. And I love how one of the BVs were hyping up Control. His style of dance was incredible. Like, it's like these African vibes mixed with like contemporary lyrical vibes. I absolutely loved it. I would just love to see a whole show like that kind of dancing. And that was my favorite movement, I would say. Out of all the dancing that I saw at the show, that was my favorite part. Song is such a vibe. I love the visuals with the African dancing. It fits so well, and I would love to know what the creative choice was behind those visuals. And during this song as well, she came close to the section I was in, and it was so surreal. Like, I feel like there were points where we had eye contact, and I'm just like, wow, Jill Scott is right in front of me. This is the woman that I grew up listening to. This is the woman who my dad played in the car, and now she's right in front of me. Like, it was so surreal. And everyone was just vibing out. I love It's Love. The breakdown towards the end of the song was everything as well. Jill said every musician on the stage is playing with intention. London, This is live music. I love when she said that. I feel like that would be a good like sound bite for something, or a good what's it called? A good sound on like TikTok or something.
There's no thingy-majingy on my microphone. Every musician that's on this stage is playing with intention. London, this is live music.
The footwork gave me life. The way I've been doing it in my room, oh, it was just brilliant.
John Dada took the dress, yes. What you do? Oh, yeah.
It was this song where I found out that she calls her BVs the pipes in homage to Gladys Knights and the Pips, and I was like, oh, I love that. It's a nice take. And she was talking about relationships with a comedic flair at points, and whilst I was listening, the band's playing was just distracting me. Like, they were sensational. I was listening to her, but at the same time, the band, I'm just like, wow. It's like, you know, when you see those visuals of like a church or something and the pastor's talking, and then you have the musicians just playing these beautiful melodies, and then you just get taken away by that. It kind of reminded me of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, in homage to Gladys Knight and the Pips, I named this band of three the Pipes. I just added the easy. I've always wanted to be where I am right now. But in my mind, I was Diana Ross. And I had the real big hair on the back, you know. And I would practice in the mirror, doing just like this. I'd be like, I just want to take this time to say that the way that you love me, I end up going through so many dumb and foolish things in this life.
And then just when I thought it couldn't get any better, Adam started doing his thing on the guitar and smashed it. That man can play. Keep going on about the BVs and their footwork, but this was probably my favorite one because this is the one that I've been doing the most in my room. I was like, nah, I gotta get this down, and I think I got it. Their footwork had me hypnotized. I was actually obsessed. They're just too smooth with it, and the ooze that they were doing was so stunning. The live version was better than the studio version for me because of all of those factors I saw. wish she did the other version of Love Rain and then went into this version so that you can kind of provide the best of both worlds to the audience. Which is your favorite version of Love Rain? Is it Love Rain or Love Rain down on me, down on me? I think mine is the latter. Love rain down on me, down on me. And I love the part in like the latter version where it's like, the rain was falling staccato and I could not see, or however the lyrics go. I love that part so much. But the way she was doing it, she like mixed it up completely differently, and because she was doing the other version of Love Rain, it wasn't the same. And so now I feel like I need to hear that version of Love Rain live, because I need to hear her do it like she did it on the studio version.
Made the coochie easy and the obvious invisible. The rain was falling and I couldn't see the season change, and our lives slipping off its axis. Our beautiful memory became wildly out tall. The rain was falling down and I could not see, and I was to be plowed.
But I love the way that she used her voice on the word fresh. I feel like that was so cool.
He was fresh.
And I feel like for the visuals, it was just like rain falling. But I feel like it would have been better if the rain was kind of falling down in the shape of a love heart, because then it would literally be like love raining down. I feel like that would have been sick. And I love the movement that she did with the mic. Jill and her mic action. She knows what she's doing with her mic, boy. Damon, the flute player, was everything. So much talent on that stage. And do you know what's funny, guys? I keep on seeing angel numbers ever since like the week that I saw Scissor, which was like the end of June. I keep on seeing so many angel numbers like ever since that day, or ever since that week. And I've been going to quite a few concerts, so I keep on seeing 22, 22, 10, 22 a lot of the time. And during One Is the Magic Number, I saw 2222 at one point, and yeah, I thought that was like quite interesting. I guess the time was saying 2 is the magic number, but then if you half all of those numbers, it's 1. Half of 2 is 1. I don't know what point I'm trying to make. So Jill adapted the lyrics to the American National Anthem, which I thought was very powerful and thought-provoking. You could kind of feel the energy shift in the room. She then went into Watching Me, which is one of my favorite Jill Scott songs ever. I've loved this song for as long as I can remember, and it always like is a very thought-provoking song for me. It always gets me thinking, and it's crazy how the lyrics still ring true today, and how when she first recorded that song over 23 years ago, how technology and surveillance culture was then, but then just to think how much that has evolved today, and then with the introduction of like more AI and generative AI, like it's just crazy how the surveillance culture has evolved, and how it's probably even worse now. And I love how she made the sound of batteries as well. Like the way she uses her voice is so creative. She's just a true artist. I thought the lighting was very powerful for these songs as well, like the blue, white and red. Those kind of colours mimicking the colours of the police, because she was talking about things like police brutality. And it could also represent the US flag colours as well. But other than that, I thought the lighting was pretty basic throughout the show, like nothing impressive. And I guess you could argue that the blue, white and red colours were basic as well, but it was just powerful because of the subject matter of the songs that she was doing. So it was a beautiful touch, and even though it was basic, it was brilliant. Great and powerful to see the different black men and the visuals that she had chosen to put on the screen. Jill was also talking about how she doesn't believe the negative narrative that is being told about black men, and she talked about how she has a lot of great black men in her life. And I get what she's saying, because I have a lot of great black men in my life, but I still think there are a lot of issues. Like there is some truth to the narrative, and it's a very layered and nuanced conversation, so it's not black or white. It's a very great conversation. So, and I'm telling you, black men are lucky that they've got songs like Jill Scott's and Angie Stone's Brother to listen to. I wonder how songs like this make them feel, because obviously I'm not a black man, so I love listening to those songs. I think they're powerful, but because I'm not a black man, there's a way I'm never going to be able to connect to the song, basically. way I feel this song in my soul. Show me, 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 show me. Show me, show me, show me, show me, show me, show me. Listen, that song, all of the instrumentation in this song is exquisite, but the bass, there was a time when I listened to that song and then like I deeped the bass. You know how sometimes you're just listening to a song and then you notice something new about that song? And I remember the time where I really like paid attention and deeped how the bass was bassing in that song, and oh my god. When you listen to the studio version of that song next, I challenge you to really single out the bass in your head and follow it throughout the song. Oh, it's everything, it's everything. And if you listen closely to this live version, you can hear how Jamar, who is the keys player, how he was adding his flavor on the keys in the background. He was doing his thing. And I love how the BV sang the word keep. Keep. I was like, oh! You snapped. You did that. It was incredible. So Jill walked off stage while singing Show Me, and we chanted her name, and you can hear the band start to play Hate on Me, and I was like, okay. She seemed surprised that we all stayed, because usually you have people leaving at like the last song so that they can get home, but I was staying to the very end. I've been waiting to see Jill Scott for like 20 years. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying to the very end. And I feel like that's how a lot of people felt in the audience as well. So yeah, to hear Hate on Me, like that was nice. That was really nice to hear, because she said at the beginning how she's performing the whole of the Jill Scott Words and Sounds album, but I didn't expect to hear Hate on Me. But I did, however, expect to hear the next song. So the very last song that she performed was, drum roll, I mean you can probably guess, Golden. It was such a full circle moment for me to hear this song live at the very end. It was everything. As I was saying throughout this video, this is the first Jill Scott song I got put onto. It's a core memory of mine, and like a memory that I cherish with my dad. If it wasn't for my dad, I wouldn't have known about Jill Scott. Golden is a song that has been a part of my childhood. So to hear that was just really, really comforting and nice. I do wish she sang more of the song though, but it was brilliant. It was brilliant. And during the song as well, she introduced the band, like who they were, their names and everything, and they got to do their solos. She introduced the BVs and the dancers as well, so that was really nice for them to get their shine. And Jill Scott calls her bass player the Pussy Whisperer, and she demonstrated why that was. So he started playing like the bass was bassing in a way I've never seen a bass. It's the vibrations. Music is so powerful. But he started playing, and you can see Jill like she was having an orgasm. And I could feel a little tingle in my vagina. It's crazy. It's the vibrations. I couldn't believe it.
Don't you gotta go to work tomorrow? Places they'll be like, oh, it's the last song. I'm gonna hurry up and get you the car. But you're not moving at all? Would it even matter? You'll still be mad at me if I can find an opiates, a gun. play with it. Kegel, 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 Kegel.
Throughout the concert, Jill dropped a lot of words of wisdom. She reinforced the idea of the importance and power of the present. She was saying how there's not going to be another moment exactly like this. And that's why I love going to concerts. That's why I'm a sucker for buying concert tickets and spending money on other types of experiences. Because, like, you could go see Jill Scott today and then see her tomorrow. But the concert that you saw the day before is not going to be it's not going to be exactly the same as the concert that you're seeing today. And it's just like, wow. And yeah, I'm such an experienced babe. It's such a powerful marketing tool as well, to be like, you're never going to experience this moment again, so get your tickets now. And that's why I fall for it all the time. She's like, your cameras might catch a little something, but it ain't gonna feel like this. And I hear what she's saying, but I'ma still record though. I'm a sentimental babe. Like, I think sometimes people look down on people who record concert footage and you're seen as not living in the moment. But for me, like, it's what keeps me going. Like, being able to have that footage and watch it back at any time I want, and watch it over and over again and pick up on little details that I might not have clocked in the actual moment. It's just really special to me to be able to have that footage, and I'm really, really attached to it. And it's probably really bad because something could happen to my phone or my hard drive or my laptop or whatever, and all that footage could be gone tomorrow night. I would actually be devastated. But to be able to watch that back now while it's still here and have the opportunity to do that means a lot to me. So I'ma still record. During Slowly Surely as well, she started singing I'm Gonna Love Me Baby repeatedly. She started doing like a little kind of affirmation chant, whatever you want to call it. And I feel like that would make such a great affirmation. Like, I might just post like a reel or a TikTok of that, or like a YouTube shorts of just that, because I feel like people would really find it valuable and helpful to their lives. Because it's right, like what she's saying, like, you just need to love yourself that little bit more each day. Like, don't think of things like too much in the future, because that's when things start getting really overwhelming. But if you just say to yourself, I'm just gonna love myself just that little bit more than I did yesterday, then things will seem a lot more manageable and easier. And I feel like I need to create an edit of concert affirmations, because I feel like when I went to see Ari Lennox, she gave us some, Jill Scott has gave us some, Cleo Sol. I feel like there's probably been others where artists have said really affirming things as well. So I need to like go back through all my footage and probably create like a nice little montage. I think people would like that, and I think I would like that as well.
We are here in the now. Your cameras might catch a little something, but they ain't gonna feel like this. Just a little
Then at the concert, I think, did I go to the toilet? Yeah, I think I went to the toilet and then I was like sitting down because I was like, oh, what if Jill comes out? Like, I'd love to meet her, whatever. But then, the staff always constantly ushering people out. So yeah, I went to the toilet, and then as I was walking back, I saw Judy Love, but I didn't get to speak to her because like security were directing her, I'm assuming backstage. I saw Elarica Johnson, and I was thinking, I know that ain't who I think it is. I know that ain't who I think it is.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Someone else was talking to her, and I was like, no, that's definitely her. And guys, Elarica Johnson, I love her. She was starred in one of my favorite TV series, is P-Valley. In terms of like the next season of P-Valley, it doesn't look like she's gonna be in it like going forward, but you never say never, you never know what's gonna happen. But she was living my dream, like a British babe playing a girl from the South, a dream role. If I was an actress, that's like a role I'd wanna play. And to be able to like meet her and speak to her, she was so lovely. She's also in one of the Harry Potter films, and Harry Potter is like my favorite film franchise ever. So yeah, big ups Elarica Johnson every time. I'm looking forward to seeing like what she does next. But yeah, she's incredible. So beautiful, so lovely, talented. And yeah, I got a picture of her as well. My final thoughts. Jill Scott was amazing live. It was worth the wait. I'm glad I had a lovely view. The band, the backing vocalists, they brought me so much joy, especially them BVs. And yeah, just seeing Jill live in the flesh was just very surreal. I feel so grateful. And now I'd love to see her again and hear songs from the other albums that are my absolute faves. The audience was a vibe. It was just a brilliant show. If you had seen Jill Scott this year in London, Paris, the US, wherever else she's performed, what did you think of it? And if you didn't go and you watched my commentary, what's your favorite clip? Like, what was your favorite moment? Comment down below. I'd love to have a discussion in the comments with you guys. Thank you so much for listening and watching. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye.